Hello scholars and welcome back to class. Today we're going to talk about how to write a theme statement. So get ready because we're going to practice. In the story that we have been reading about black men and public spaces, we have seen a theme developing. So I'm going to show you in 3 easy steps how you can create your own theme statement. But what is a theme statement? Well, a theme statement, oops, I misspelled that. That's okay, you know what I mean. A theme statement tells the reader something about life. It's a life lesson that can be supported by the text. It is usually a complete sentence, so it must be a complete thought. But how do we write it? How exactly can we take the necessary steps to make it easier on us? Well, I'm glad you asked. So again, today's objective is to practice how to write a theme statement, and we will be using black men and public spaces to do that. Let's make an essential question first. What was the text about? We need to ask ourselves that. So we're going to make a list about it. It is about black men, it is about public spaces, discrimination, racism, prejudice, fear, and it happened in Chicago, right? We could also put on the streets, it happens on the streets. So, what next? We've chosen topics, really. So a topic is a one word, usually 2 at the most. That is not in and of itself a theme, guys. And I want to stress that. A theme, again, has to be a complete sentence, and it's a life lesson. One could argue that prejudice is a lesson in itself, that we shouldn't be prejudiced. But again, it's just a topic. We can develop more in different angles from this one topic. We can go into different directions. Now, what I want you to do is, once you have your list, we're going to separate it between concrete and abstract. So our topics, again, we're going to separate it into concrete and abstract. So what is concrete? Concrete is basically anything that you can see. If you can see it, is concrete. Kind of like right here, that chicken going over the concrete. I know it's a bad joke. But anyway, I'm just trying to stress that it is a bad choice to use concrete in your theme statements. So we want to avoid them. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do a text box, and I'm going to start separating my concrete on my list from my abstract. And abstract means anything that I cannot see. Feelings, emotions, ideals, those are abstract. We cannot see it. So the first thing on my list is black men. That is something that I can see. So I will put it on this list. Public space. Will it go in concrete or abstract? Well, I can see public spaces, so they're concrete. Discrimination. You could argue that we can see someone mistreating someone else, but it's not actually something that we can touch or that we can't really interact with. So we're going to put it under abstract. So discrimination is abstract. What about racism? It's abstract. We can see it being performed towards others, but it's not a tangible thing that we can necessarily touch or see in and of itself. Prejudice. Also, fear, right? Those have to do more with feelings and actions rather than something concrete that can be touched or seen. And then finally, Chicago. Can we see the city of Chicago? Yes. So I'm going to put it under concrete. It's an actual place. So now I know what I can avoid using. I'm not going to use any of these words. Those are a bad idea. So I'm going to cross them out. And I'm going to focus on my abstract. And I want to include on my thesis statement as many of these abstract thoughts as I can to write a really good and robust theme statement. I'm sorry, I keep saying thesis. It's a theme statement. So, what is the life lesson that the author of Black Men and Public Spaces is trying to teach us? And it's something that can apply to all of us. Let's go ahead and try to write our own theme statement. So I know I have racism, fear, and prejudice. So I'm going to use that to write a good theme statement. I'm going to put up here my abstract ideas. So racism, fear, and prejudice. And I'm going to use them to write a good sentence. I'm going to go over here and add another bigger font because I'm getting ready to write my theme statement. And remember, because it's about life, I'm just going to use that. In life, comma, very important introductory words. Prejudice, I'm using my first word, is often a result of fear. Put a colon. I want to use racism. When that prejudice goes unchecked, it becomes racism or discrimination. That was our other word that we had. So that is a life lesson or a theme that the author of our text was trying to teach us. And I think you can agree on that. That is something we all learned. And I believe that he wanted us to see that we need to be checking how we treat others, how we are relating to others, so we can see that that is something that applies to all of us, regardless of our race, regardless of our age, regardless of our background. In life, prejudice is often a result of fear. When that prejudice goes unchecked, it becomes racism. So we need to keep checking ourselves so we don't show that prejudice. Okay, that's it. That's how you write a successful theme statement. Just follow those easy steps and let's review them. So remember, first, you need to ask yourself, what was the text about? And make a list of it. Once you have your list, discard the concrete concepts and use only the abstract ones. Remember, if you can see it, it's concrete. And finally, write your theme statement in a complete sentence and try to use as much of those abstract concepts as you can. And here's a hint. Remember, a theme is a life lesson that can apply to anyone. Okay, you will be practicing how to write your own theme statement based on the poem that we've been reading in class. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Just be thinking about that and good luck.